Austin Gale here from Pro Football Focus, a draft analyst here at PFF, ready to break down the highest ranked players going to the Senior Bowl on PFF's draft board. And you have to start with Devonta Smith, earning a 94.9 PFF grade in 2020. He won't be participating in the drills or the practices at the Senior Bowl, but he will be down there in Mobile with his official invite. A Heisman winner this past year, the first receiver to do it since Desmond Howard, the Slim Reaper, they call him. Really impressed from a production standpoint at Alabama. Averaged 4.40 yards per route run against press over the past 2 seasons. The best mark in the country. Should challenge Jamar Chase and Jalen Waddle to be the first receiver off the board. Next on the list is none other than Wake Forest Carlos Basham Jr., the 28th ranked player on PFF's board, earned a 71.1 PFF grade in 2020. He's actually recorded 80.0 plus PFF grades in 2018 and 2019 before dropping to that 71.1 in 2020. He has insane size for the position. A lot of teams will flock to that. 6'5", 285 pounds, an absolute bully along the edge. Will bully opposing offensive linemen, wins with his size and strength, should really impress in one-on-ones down there in Mobile. A late add to the 2020 Senior Bowl roster, the College Football Playoff Championship quarterback of Alabama, Mac Jones, has a lot to gain from a trip to Mobile. Yes, he earned a 95.8 PFF grade in 2020. He didn't even have a single game grade below 72.8, one of the most productive quarterbacks in the country. But the major concerns with his draft profile right now are his overall arm talent, athletic ability, and the fact that he played with an all-star team with the Crimson Tide. Remove him from that situation, evaluate him independently there in Mobile, and let's see if this kid can lift his stock. Moving down the list at number 42 on PFF's draft board is Florida State's Hamsa Ngata. He only played in 2 games in 2020 due to suffering an ACL injury in the year prior and earned just a 70.0 PFF grade across his 70 snaps this season, but he did earn an 80.3 PFF grade and an 81.6 PFF coverage grade in the 2019 season. 6'4", 220-pound box safety linebacker prospect should intrigue teams that are looking for a piece to match up with tight ends in the NFL. Just under Ngata on the big board is number 43, Kyle Trask, the Florida quarterback. He improved his PFF grade from 69.9 to 92.2 from 2019 to 2020. Finished with the most big-time throws. Those are those highly graded throws in PFF system of any quarterback in college football. The production, insane. He won't wow scouts from a tools perspective among the top 4 guys if you compare him to Lance, Lawrence, Wilson, and Fields, but can improve his stock with a strong showing at the Senior Bowl when removed from Kadarius Toney, the wizard that is Dan Mullen on the sidelines, and Kyle Pitts at tight end. Let's evaluate him similar to Mac Jones. Number 47 on PFF's big board, also going to the Senior Bowl, is Washington defensive back Elijah Molden. He best projects as a slot cornerback safety prospect in the NFL. Dominated at that position under Jimmy Lake with the Huskies there in Seattle. He earned an 85.2 PFF grade in 2020 and an even better 90.8 PFF grade in 2019. One could argue that Notre Dame had the best offensive line in the country, and their left tackle, Liam Eichenberg, is making his trip down to the Senior Bowl. The 6'6", 302-pound Notre Dame offensive tackle earned an 80.5 PFF grade in 2019, and then jumped all the way up to an 89.9 grade in 2020. An absolute road grader in the run game that also plays strong in pass protection. Only allowed 27 total pressures, over 900 pass blocking snaps over the past 2 seasons. A truly impressive profile for Liam Eichenberg. Rounding out PFF's list of the top 8 players on our draft board going to the Senior Bowl is Washington's Levi Brown. He didn't play in all of 2020, but he did earn a 90.8 PFF grade in 2018 and an 82.5 PFF grade in 2019. The 6'3", 293-pound defensive lineman wins with a ton of juice for his size. A very athletic prospect, one of the better interior pass rushers in this class, with tools that scouts, coaches will flock to there in Mobile. Can really lift his stock, similar to Basham Jr. winning in the one-on-ones down there in Mobile.